What's up everyone, my name is Marie, welcome to my channel and welcome to another speed build. So for today's video, today's a little bit of a shorter one because this build is actually very small, and as you can probably tell, we're building in the world of Simmary, on the beach, on the water, and we're building a little fisherman's beach shack, if you will. So it's very small. I didn't actually turn on the tiny home lot trait, but you could definitely do that. I feel like this would definitely be a tier 2 tiny home. It's very small. It only fits one sim. And I kind of built this for I just kind of had like a fisherman in mind, a sim who loves to fish, definitely a loner sim who likes to enjoy being by themselves, spending time alone. That is definitely the sort of sim that I envisioned living in this little house, and it's just very cute. So I was actually working off of a reference photo, but I can't find it anywhere anymore. I found it on Pinterest. No, not on Pinterest, on Instagram. I came across it on Instagram, and I remember seeing it. It was not a photo of an actual house. It was more so like a miniature home. It was very cute, and I can't find it anywhere anymore. I remember coming across it, just scrolling on Instagram, and then just coming across this one little picture. And I looked at it for a little bit because I was immediately very inspired. I was like, okay, I need to remember this. I want to build this in The Sims, but I never really actually saved it anywhere. So I just kind of worked off of the photo, or like the memory of the photo that I had in my brain, if that makes sense. It is a very small and very simple little house. It's just literally just a square on top of a little foundation. And I don't know why, but I felt so inspired to build this. So that is why I sat down and decided to build this in Simmary. I know it's a little bit random because my previous build was very much autumn inspired. It had all the autumn vibes going on, and now for this one, we're back here in Simmary, which obviously is very tropical, very summery. I mean, it's fine. The weather outside is still very warm. Actually, it cooled off a little, which was nice. Yesterday was very hot still, but then last night it actually started raining and there was some thunder going on, which was very nice. So today is actually a little bit cooler, which is pretty nice. I really hope it's gonna stay this way. But yeah, summer is coming to an end, but I feel like we can still just do a little bit of a tropical build, maybe to say like goodbye to the summer. I don't know, that could be a thing. Either way, this house is very cute. As you can see, it's very small. I put it on a little foundation, on a little stilted foundation, because that is what the reference photo actually had as well. And I just thought that that was so cute. The little stilted foundation with a little house built on top of that foundation, if that makes sense. I don't know. I felt very inspired by it, and I just went to town cluttering up this place. I did a little bit of landscaping, but then I mostly just decided to place some like little crates and boxes and little, I don't know, just debug things that I found that I thought would look cute around on this lot. So yeah, I was definitely thinking that the sim would be into fishing. They probably go out on their boat every day and they fish and they sell their fish. That is probably how they make a living as well. And they definitely enjoy being by themselves. Maybe this isn't their only house. Maybe they come out here for like certain months of the year, or like a few weeks at a time where they do a whole bunch of fishing and then they go back home. I don't know, that could be a thing. Or it's just a sim that lives here just 24/7. This is their like main home. That's definitely a thing as well. I feel like it'd be really fun to play in this house with only just one sim. I think that'd be very cute. I mean, you could literally only have one sim here because there's only one little single bed in this build. So yeah, definitely only one sim. But yeah, as you can see, I did do a little bit of landscaping. I use the tool mod a lot because sometimes when you like landscape around this place, the plants float a little bit above the ground, or if you want to like put some plants or some landscaping underneath the stilted foundation, then things will kind of like jump up to the height of the foundation. You could just avoid that by getting rid of the foundation for the sake of landscaping and then putting it back later. But with a stilted foundation like this, that kind of is a little bit annoying because I want to landscape around the stilted foundation, if that makes sense. So that is why I decided to just use the tool mod a little bit, putting the plants in their proper place and lowering them a little bit if they're floating. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm using the tool mod a bunch, which was nice because I'm still not too comfortable with using it. I mean, I use it in pretty much every build, but mostly just to scale things up and down a little bit more precisely. But now I was actually also like putting things in their proper place, lowering them a little bit, moving them around. It was nice to like get a little bit of a feel for like the proper increments and things. I will probably not remember everything, and then next time I use it, I need to kind of like fiddle around with it again from the start, but it's fine. It's a learning curve, it's a learning process, and I don't know, I feel like the tool mod is such a lifesaver, especially when it comes to like little cluttered landscaped builds like this. It's really, really good. But yeah, you can really see the landscaping come together. I placed that little debug clothesline that I love so much. I think that clothesline is actually a debug item from Island Living. So yeah, that's just really cute and very fitting. And I also placed the little mailboxes. I don't know why this sim would have so many mailboxes. Honestly, I don't know. I just really, really love the little item. So I placed it anyway, and then it was kind of a nice way to kind of hide the actual mailbox by just plopping that one down there as well. I just love doing that trick. It's nice to like hide the mailbox in that sense. But here you can see I'm placing an outdoor shower, and this is the only shower for this lot. Since this house is so small, I didn't really want to take up too many tiles for a bathroom. So it's only a 2-tile bathroom with just a toilet in there, and then the shower is outdoors. And I placed this shower from University. I could obviously also go with the actual outdoor shower from Island Living, but I thought that one looked a little bit too nice and too modern for this house, so I decided not to go with it. I wanted this house to look a little bit more on the grungy side, not like it's gross. The house is definitely looked after and stuff, like it's not dirty or anything, but I still wanted this house to look a little bit grungy, a little bit worn, if that's the right term to use for it. But as you can see, I placed down those more grungy looking counters from City Living as well. So it's definitely an older little hut that is just put together by with like secondhand pieces and like just a little bit handmade stuff like that. Like that is kind of like the overall look and feel that I wanted to go for this house. And then the floor plan, as small as this house is, was a little bit difficult because I wanted to like at least place everything you would need for to play the game, to like make it actually like usable. So I did want to place a little TV. I also wanted to place a little bookcase, and then obviously a full kitchen as small as possible. But then we also needed a bed and maybe a little table with a chair, because the outdoor space is so small that I couldn't fit a dining table in there at all. So I needed to like find a place to put one indoors. So yeah, there were quite some things that I needed to take into consideration, see if I could make it fit, make it work, put everything you would need in here. And I did manage to figure it out, which was nice. So we have a full kitchen. I loved using this sink from Laundry Day in this kitchen. So it looks a little bit less put together, if that makes sense, which was really nice in my opinion. And then at first I was trying to put down a double bed so you can have 2 Sims in this place, but no, that was never gonna fit at all. So I decided against that, and I just put a single bed, and I went with this single bed from Island Living. I was really trying to go for the more boho looking bed from High School Years, because that one goes really nicely with the Island Living stuff, in my opinion, but that bed just looked a little bit too nice as well. I mean, this one that we have right now also looks pretty nice, but the High School Years one looks a little bit too, I don't know, maybe a little bit too modern still, or a little bit too youthful. I'm not exactly sure, but I didn't really like it for this house. So I decided to go for the one from Island Living, and I did want to incorporate a little bit of color in this house, which is why I went for the colorful like wood in the kitchen for a backsplash, and then also for the bedding to kind of like tie everything together. And then you can see the mini fridge is also like in a bright blue color. So it's pretty colorful in here, quite nice. And then I placed a little table with 2 chairs as a little dining nook. And then later on, I actually put the TV on top of the dining table. And then instead of the end table that I have right now, I'm putting a bookcase so that your sim has everything that they need. They can watch a little bit of TV, they can read a book. Like for the fun need, that is nice to have. So I decided to go with that. And then there you can see we have a tiny little 2-tile bathroom with only a toilet in there. We already have a sink in the kitchen, so I didn't feel the need to place another one. I also didn't have the space for it. And I wasn't gonna make the bathroom any bigger than that. So it was always gonna be just a toilet in there. And then, yeah, we have this little nightstand. That one is from high school years, and oh my God, it came in handy so nicely for this one because it's so small and it kind of looks handmade in a way. The paint or the wood is a little bit chipped and it's just really nice looking. So it was perfect actually for this build. And then here you can see I was placing a little shelf above the dining table that I cluttered up with some stuff. I wanted this house to be quite cluttered and messy, but at the same time, it's only super small. So I didn't want there to be any routing issues. So I just put some shelves basically on the wall here by the dining table and then also in the kitchen to clutter up. But for the rest, it's not too cluttered. And then I obviously also placed some fish on the wall because this is a little fisherman's shack. So it only made sense to like place some little fish plaques on the wall. I think it looks super cute. And then I also managed to put in a microwave. I thought that would be nice. At first, I was thinking I should just do a kitchenette with no stove at all, just a microwave. But then I was like, no, for gameplay purposes, it's nice to have a stove. So I did place a stove. No oven though, so you can't do any oven recipes. Just you can just cook or like make a quick meal in the microwave. That works, obviously. You could always also just replace the microwave for one of the mini ovens from Dream Home Decorator. Like that could also be a thing. Or you can just place an oven in the countertop as well, like the one from Dream Home Decorator, but that was just a little bit too modern in my opinion. I mean, the stovetop is still modern, but that could be like a little adjustment that they did later on, if that makes sense, like a little renovation because they wanted to be able to cook in here. So they just went ahead and bought a stovetop and installed it in their little house. Like that's definitely a thing. So that's basically what I was thinking. But here you can see I cluttered it up a bunch. I put some little shelves in the kitchen that I cluttered up with some knickknacks, and then I placed a cutting board on the countertop as well. And then here by the sink, I actually also placed a mirror because this is also the sink that they use to like brush their like teeth and stuff like that and get ready maybe in the morning, even though I wasn't thinking that this sim would care about their appearance at all when they're here at least. So, but still, it's nice to have a mirror. We also have a full-length mirror in the bathroom. So for gameplay purposes, that is nice. And then I just placed a couple of rugs in here. One from, I believe, Laundry Day combined with one from Nifty Knitting. And then here you can see me placing the bookcase. It was a little bit of a struggle, but I definitely wanted there to be a bookcase so your sim can read. And then at first I was trying to put the TV in there. And then I was like, you know what? No, let's just put a TV on the dining table and call it a day. That definitely works as well. And yeah, I just had some glass bottles that I found. Those are from the wedding pack. The message in a bottle bottles, they're so cute. They're actually in the debug menu and they were perfect for clutter for this little house. I also put a photo camera on top of the dining table because maybe this sim is into photography, like nature photography. I could definitely see that. The sim living here, she's very much into like nature and outdoorsy things. So I thought that would be a cute thing to add as well. And then for the rest, I was just fooling around with the shower a little bit more because I was thinking maybe I want to close it off for like a little bit more privacy, but it didn't look right. So I decided to just get rid of it in the end. You can see me fiddling around with these windows or shutters, placing them with the tool mod and stuff. And it looked cute, it looked all right, but in the end, I just didn't really feel like it. So I deleted it. But that is basically it for this house. So let's jump into the game and I'll quickly show you the house in real time. So here we have the little beach shack in the game. It is only very small, but I love how it looks from the outside. We have some landscaping, some palm trees, but not too many. It still kind of looks realistic and kind of ties in with the rest of the area. If only these little islands were lots, then I definitely would have built it on one of those like little islands, but oh well, they're not. This one kind of has the same look and feel. So yeah, it still looks cute. But this is the little house from the exterior. We just have a bunch of knickknacks going on, some debug landscaping and decorations. I also put a little bench. This one isn't accessible. You can't actually sit here, but I still feel like it looks really cute. Then we have some plants and some barrels as well around the side here. I placed some fishies. The sim obviously also has a boat boat to go out on the ocean with, and they have a ladder to actually access the water from the back of their house. And then here we have that little shower. No privacy by the shower, but I feel like that's okay. I don't think the sim would really care at all. And then here we have the inside of the house. It's literally super small, but here we have the little kitchen. It's very cluttered and it just looks so cozy. Here you can do some cooking, wash your hands, brush your teeth. We have a dining table with a nice little shelf above it and a TV, also a camera. And then back here by the door, we have the bed with a little nightstand and a nice bookcase as well. So your sim can do some reading, but that is literally already it for this build. So this tiny beach shack is on the gallery. It comes in at just over 20,000 simoleons, so it's nearly a starter home. If you just go in and delete a couple things, then I think you should be fine. It could definitely be a starter home, but yeah, it's just a little bit more expensive than that. And I built it on a 30 by 20 in Solani, but honestly, it doesn't even take up half of the lot, so it could definitely fit on a 20 by 15 as well. But I feel like it looks nice on this lot. So if you want to place it in your game, then that is where it goes. But that is actually gonna do it for this build. So I really hope that you enjoyed this one. You can obviously go ahead and download it off the gallery like I just showed you. My username on the gallery is Simmary Sims. You can also follow me on Twitter and on Instagram if you'd like. My username on there is Simmary Sims as well. If you're not subscribed to my channel already, feel free to do so. And if you want to be notified of every single time I upload a video, just click that little bell icon and you should be fine. I also live stream over on Twitch a few times a week. So if you're interested in that, go ahead and give me a follow over on twitch.tv/Simmary Sims. So I just want to say thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye!